Peace, blessings, and a whole lot of love. Miss, how did you get it? I'm reading this book. Oh my God, I highlighted this whole page, and it was talking about your mood. That's right, your mood as a person who was energetically created. Imagine you're always vibrating somewhere on a scale between 1 and 10. When you're sad, upset, depressed, or worried, energetically, this means you're vibrating very low on the scale, somewhere around a 1 or 2 or a 3 at best. When you're very happy, laughing, and truly enjoying yourself, the law of vibration dictates you're vibrating very high, around a 7, 8, or 9, with 10 being the highest you can go. Right now, I am vibrating on probably like a 9. You see me smiling and feeling good because I am operating from a higher self. The lower your vibration, the less powerful your magnet is. The higher your vibration, the more powerful your magnet becomes. When you're working with a powerful magnet, the quicker you draw things into your life and the quicker the law of attraction will respond. And as I learned about the law of attraction, your thoughts create your reality. So that's why you gotta always watch what you're thinking, because what you're thinking is what you'll be manifesting, and what you're manifesting is what you're going to attract in your life. Kind of interesting. So I've noticed when I began this spiritual path, and I was taking a good look at my life. Self-reflection is a wonderful thing to do every now and then. And I realized that I married the wrong person. I realized that I had a lot of negative thoughts. I was carrying around a lot of negative energy. And when I began to work on myself, what a beautiful feeling. The first thing, I began to love myself. And I had to forgive me for the things that I have done and allowed to happen in the past. You understand? I had to forgive me. Yeah, I really had to forgive myself, because there was times where I'd be like, I should have did this, I shouldn't have did this, what if, could have, should have. And I had to forgive myself for those choices that I have made that had negative consequences. So when I began to change my way of thinking, my thoughts, I began to manifest better things in my life. The first one is being content and happy for no reason at all. Where you could say you just be smiling, but you just smiling because, yeah, I'm operating from a higher self. And I just began to attract like-minded people in my life. And I have people are drawn to me because of my energy and my positive thinking. Like at work, I have people that compliments me every day because I wear a smile no matter what I may be going through. I'm always speaking positive. I'm teaching people not to react to the stupidity of others. You know, you don't have to react to everything that goes on to your life. Everything does not cause for reaction. And it's just been wonderful. Once you begin to do a self-reflection and you want to become a better person and you want to attract better things into your life, you got to work on you first. Ain't nothing nice going to happen without you first working on yourself, because we all have baggage from previous relationships, from our parents, from the bad choices. We all have carried baggage. Until you forgive yourself and let go of all that hurt and pain that you experienced and replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts, then you can manifest things that you want into your life by taking the necessary actions to achieve what you are trying to manifest. And then one of the things that happened to me was I met a man who wanted to meet me based on the things that I was posting on my Instagram. Based only off that. Never heard me speak, never saw me in person. But everything that I was posting, the knowledge that I was sharing. Alright, in a few minutes. The things that I was posting on my Instagram were the things that I was learning on this spiritual journey. And that has attracted him. That was the reason why he was attracted to me. Now, I could have been a flake, because, everything you post on Instagram is not always true about people. But we decided to meet in person, and he observed me and see everything that I was displaying on my Instagram is the way I was living my life. And we began to talk and chat. We chat on Instagram for about 2 months before we actually met in person. And we went out on a date. And it was that one date, and I was still not in no rush or nothing. And for my birthday, he wanted to go out with me on my birthday, but I wound up going out with my daughter and my cousin and a friend. And he called me that day and it was like, you have a nice time. And then a week later, he asked to go out with me, and we went out and had a very, very good time. And even then, I still wasn't in no rush. And he began texting me, asking me how my day is going, asking about my day, asking me to call him when I get home just to let him know that I was home. Just being considerate and showing concern and showing an interest in me. And we did some video chat and stuff like that. And then we just started dating and spending time together. And I must say, it's a beautiful experience to actually date someone who he has a calm spirit like me. He has a very calm spirit like me. He's not out in the street. He works, he got one child, never been married. He got a very good relationship with his grandmother because his grandmother raised him. But for me and him to be able to just sit and just talk about anything. Like one time we just sat on my rooftop and we just talked about the stars and just was looking at the stars in silence, which I thought was a beautiful feeling. So what I'm saying is, if you want better, you got to do better. Once you know better, you do better. You cannot depend on other people to make you happy. Happiness is an inside job. You have to be happy with yourself and content with self. And then you attract someone like-minded. They say we attract who we are, not what we want. So if you want better, you got to do better. You have to become the person that you want to attract. And today he told me he wanted me to meet his daughter. And I was like, wow. Because he told me, he dated and no one never met his daughter, who was only 5. He never brought a female around his daughter. And today he told me he wanted me to come home to meet his daughter. And I smiled. I can't describe the feeling that I'm experiencing love on a deeper level that I have never experienced before. He's not about, like, we spend a lot of time. He's not trying to just get me in the bed. We spend time playing cards. We spend time talking. We might go out for some drinks. We watch movies together. And I got this deck of cards created by Derek Jackson called Stimulating the Mind, something like that. And we play those games, and we do a lot of things that I just never done in my marriage. And I'm glad that I'm open-minded. I'm glad that I think for myself. I'm glad I'm not living by society's rules anymore, as you gotta be married and have a family and all this bull, because I did that and it did not work for me. And the fact that I can the fact that I'm feeling what I'm feeling is just a beautiful feeling, because the connection is just not sexually or physically, it's emotionally, mentally, and as well as spiritually. And he listened to me as I talk about my spiritual journey. He listens to me and wants to know the things that I'm learning. We done had conversations about religion, about spirituality. We talk about family, being married, not being married. We talk about all those things. And it's just a beautiful feeling. And I'm just grateful for all that I've been through, because it's what I've been through that got me to where I'm at today. And I can smile My thinking is much, much better still. You never stop learning. There's always room for improvement, but you attract who you are, not what you want. If you want healthy relationships and want to attract better situations and people and things into your life, you gotta work on you. You got to work on you. Stop settling for the okie dokie. Stop being desperate and thirsty for a relationship that's not healthy for you. And you need to be with someone who is going to uplift you and add to your life, not subtract from your life. You want to be with someone who is willing to grow as well. And I'm content. You know, he just went home today. He has spent the weekend with me. And his daughter came over. So he went on head home. And I told him, you know, I'll meet her. Like, we'll go out, me, him, and my 13-year-old and his 5-year-old daughter. We'll go out, take them out somewhere. So that we can go, I can meet her. Because he already met my daughter. He already met my daughter. I'm just glad that I don't live my life by what society says I should do. Because if I did, I probably would not be where I'm at today. Peace, blessings, and a whole lot of love. Miss Hadia Getty.